Okay, in this video I will show you how Google, YouTube, the same thing. I already have talked to you about how YouTube blocks my video views, the number of video viewed by people, how the like buttons are blocked, how they basically destroy your videos when you post them online, when you promote them and stuff like that. So once you stop promoting the video, of course the influx of the people, the guests who see your video falls down, and that's when they again release video view counters and stuff like that, like buttons and so on. Now it's time to go further, and I'm going to show you how Western internet is manipulated in general. Okay, it's not only Google, it's also Yahoo and everything else. They're totally connected in one monster out there, and they pretty much promote people that fit their agenda. They create people, in other words, and they totally destroy people that are not convenient to them, like myself, for instance. Well, basically, when they commit too much crime against an individual, that individual is no longer convenient for them. It would be the best to have him destroyed. Thanks to Mr. John the Nugent, I have actually learned how these things partially are also done. How Google promotes whomever is convenient for them, and how they destroy people that are not convenient for them. And we are right now at the Google search engine. If I click this here, you will see from my friend John the Nugent, the number of the results here that will display as 4.46 million results. Yeah. Now, if I type my name in it, right? There's no such thing. I get a fraction of his number. I only get 109,000 results. Basically, I don't exist. Just a few days ago, this number here was 111,000. Trust me. But it is now 109,000. And I'm going to show you and prove you why that is. Okay, so I am completely not important. I don't count at all. I don't exist anywhere other than in my head. Or I should say, at least this is how Google, and let me tell you something, Yahoo is no different. Look, maybe even worse. This is the Yahoo search engine, and Yahoo search engine is indicating, when it comes to my name, 4,790 results. And I bet, okay, with everything that I have, that if I go to any other search engine that is located in the Western Hemisphere, the results are going to be pretty much the same. I basically do not exist. Now, if I go to the other name of mine, the results are even worse. I get about 5,420 hits. Okay, like I don't exist anywhere at all. All right, you have seen what this is. Now, I'm going to show you what really the reality about all this is. Okay? I'm going to first take this here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head to the Chinese search engine. The biggest Chinese search engine, known as Baidu or whatever that is. Okay? And I'm going to type in here Mr. John the Nugent's name. And I get this number. I get the number 854,000. Okay, just so that would not be any mistakes. I will go to this here. I already have researched that, but I do want to prove you that this is what it is. Okay, Baidu for you, find relevant results about 854,000 for Mr. John the Nugent. 854,000. Okay, now I'm gonna put my name in it. We're gonna copy this number here. You probably have seen that my number is actually 46 million. I'm not as popular as Mr. Trump is, but that's quite a lot of people in China. China that is not controlled by Western manipulated internet. 45.7 million people. That's pretty nice. Tell you what, let's see my other name that I have. The one that have just indicated on the Google, let's see here, about 5,000 something results, 5,400 results, okay? So let's go to this one here. I'm gonna click search, and let's see what I get. I get about 1.950 million. Now, folks, I'm not lying to you. I have no reason to lie to you. You see it with your own eyes. What you see is what you get on my channel. That's 1.950 million. So according to Chinese, it's this name, this one here that I don't use at all. It's this name that I actually use. Okay, this name here I barely use. I have stopped using this name many years ago, in fact, and I still have 2 million hits. According to Chinese channel, I am much more known for what I do than Mr. John the Nugent. But if we go to the Google engine, Google search engine, I don't practically exist. You know, I got 109,000 hits, and he gets 4.5 million hits. Okay, so now I'm gonna take you instead to the most popular Russian Russian search engine, because you see, Russians and Chinese are sort of detached from the rest of the world. So if you really want to know what's going on, just go to this engines and you will really find out what the truth is. And I don't know, this is the one right here. There you go. So this is the Russian one. Okay. So I go to John the Nugent. I go back here. I type this one in. And I get 483,000 results. Okay. It's right here in front of you. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do the same thing with my name, and we'll go here and we'll type this one in, and I get 929,000. Okay, it's still twice as many as Mr. John the Nugent just got. Okay. And just to clear out any technicalities, I did realize that there could be an issue with what I have just performed right now. Let's see here. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, it's not gonna go back. Let's do this search again, because there's a technicality in it. Okay, 900 and I'm gonna click on it again. 929,000 results found. Okay, but there is a technicality. Results added for query Bastian Auser. Okay, now search only for Bastian Auser. Yeah, I just want to make sure that you see exactly what you see here right now at this moment. Still is 918,000. Why do I do this? Why do I talk to you about this? I do this because it's just a matter of time when the world will become one world government, just like the Western hemisphere already is. I have proven to you. And when that is going to happen, and another individual like myself is going to find himself in worse than Twilight Zone, worse than George Orwell, Big Brother's watching you story. Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable. So yeah, I just wanted to clear out this technicality. So I want this to be historical. I want this to be a document that will serve the purpose to other people as well. And If you are in doubts about yourself, the stuff that you do, right now you can still do it. Okay, the Western internet and Eastern internet are still divided. It is not a free world anywhere, not in the West, and even less in the East. You know, it's Russian people and Chinese that are more oppressed than Western people, but still, you can check out and see what the situation, the real situation is with you. You can still perform this search results. Again, Yandex is a Russian Google. This is a Russian Google, okay? And let's see this here. Baidu, this one here, Baidu. This is Chinese Google. Okay? This is Chinese Google. They already are deducting the numbers now. Look at this. I have posted on the Facebook what they have done. And look what is going on. Look what is going on. I have posted on Facebook 17 minutes ago. Look at this. Within 17 minutes, they have realized how they are lying. And the next thing they basically do is they go and they start deduct the numbers. They start to delete the results from the internet. Yeah, folks, this is where we live at. This is exactly where we live at. Look, 47 million is right here, 45.7 million. Now, if I go back here, when you do stuff like this on Facebook, what governments do is phone calls, delete, 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 delete. World must not see. Delete, delete, delete. But I'm glad because in this very video, you were actually able to see the real results about that I have video recorded and proven you have taken place. Here, Bastian Auser, one more time. Here. Now it's indicating only 31.5 million. Let me go and see how much they have already erased from this name. Let's see how quickly did they act. 1.8 million. All right. This one, however, they have deducted how much? About 15 million results. Look at this. Within 18 minutes, 15 million results disappeared from the internet. So like I've stated, I'm not gonna say that I am more popular than Mr. Trump. But if I type the name of the president, present president of the country of Slovenia, where I'm in right now, I don't think that he can compare anywhere with me. These presidents are nothing else than trolls, is what I refer to as trolls. Look, this is the president, see, Slovenian politician and so on. This is the individual, and if I take for just how many people know about this little guy, and then the truth is right here, 15,000 hits in China. Okay, nobody knows about him, and I got 46 million hits. Okay, so but they create their people like this. They create whatever is convenient for them. And they just make other people basically disappear. What's really also interesting is, for instance, that similarly when I posted on channels that I have, Japanese channels, for instance, I'm gonna also show you that I got so many more previews, all through nobody even knew about that video channel. Versus, for instance, YouTube and stuff like that, when barely anybody have seen anything about. That's at least what they're trying to indicate about my videos and stuff like that. So, man, this is pretty wild. This is pretty crazy. I don't know what to say about this stuff. Okay, so really quickly, and the stuff that I do is really neat. You know, I really make sure that it's always in order, everything that I do. This, what you see here, is my dailymotion.com video channel, also controlled by Western Hemisphere Internet. And the title of this video is Nuclear News Part 1 of 4. As you see here, it indicates 907 views only. Okay. This is the same video. This is the same video that I have posted also to other sites, such as that it also included the Japanese site. You see this here? This is, let me see it. This is a Japanese, this is a Japanese, and this is a Japanese. Just to test, to see what really is going to happen over the years. Okay? What you see here was heavily promoted throughout the internet. It was probably advertised probably in about 500 websites, online newspapers, forums, throughout the internet worldwide. And it was probably like this advertised on more than 1,000 occasions. So this here you're talking about heavily advertised video. Okay, versus what I have suggested here was Japanese sites that I have used to also post the internet for the purpose of testing the internet itself. And this have happened actually, okay, it's here. In 2014 is when I have posted this online, okay? So now let's go, this is the Nuclear News Part 1. And let's see what happened in Japan. Nuclear News, see this? This is exactly the link that you have seen from the previous page. And is indicating, the Part 1 is indicating this number, which is 5,500 views. And I go to the part number 2. Look, 2 of 4, Nuclear News. Okay. I click on it and I see that this one actually have had 7,100 views. Japanese website, fc2.com. I go to the third one, to the part 3, and you can see here, this actually never ever was advertised anywhere. Nobody but Japanese people knew about this. 7,371 views. I go to the Nuclear News Part 404, Video 104. I search for statistics. I get over 7,000 results. Now let's see, you have seen how Daily Motions have censored it. And you have not seen the whole thing yet, because let me show you what happened with the Part 2. Let me show you what happened with the Part 3. Let me show you what happened with the Part 4, and then we're going to proceed to YouTube. Because you know what? YouTube is 10 times worse than what you are about to see next. So the US government is suggesting to the world that this video was only viewed 168 times. Okay? And Japanese site 7,000 times, over 7,000 times. Here only 168 views. Let's proceed to the next video. Part 3 out of 4. Daily Motions is indicating 97 views. Is that crazy? Is that insane? Let's go to part number 4. And you can see that this one is indicating 256 views. No common sense whatsoever. No common sense whatsoever. Crazy. How can this one have 256 views and the previous one 97 views and so on? Not to mention the Japanese website where it indicated over 7,000 views for each of these videos. Now let's go to the Mac Daddy of the censorship. Let's proceed to the YouTube. DukeTube, David DukeTube, the US government tube, the Rothschild tube, the YouTube. This is what you see is what you get on my videos. You get what they want you, what they don't want you to see. That's basically what you get. It's taking me a while to download because I have so many applications open, but we are here now. And let's go to the part 1. You are not gonna believe what you're going to see, what you're about to see next now. I scroll down, 114 views is what YouTube is indicating as. Beyond crazy. Insane. Lying so much.
Nazis.
Lying so much they cannot lie more than that. We go to the part number 2. And yes, it was published on September 8, 2014 and is indicating 26 views. Do you see how irrelevant, how unimportant just I am? Boy, they are nuts. They are crazy on steroids. There we go. We go to the part number 3. And in the part number 3, the US government, the CIA, the Facebook or YouTube is now suggesting 17 views right here in front of your eyes. Let's go to the part number 4. And for the part number 4, the CIA, YouTube, US government have chosen to depict to the world that this video have accomplished 42 views. So this is the number for Chinese search engine, and then you can only imagine in China when I don't even know how the people know about me in China. I don't know about this or Russia. I totally distance myself from Russia and China. The stuff that I do is for the West, for United States and Europe. But this is what really is going on, folks. When I was in the United States of America, and I'm educated as mechanic, maintenance mechanic, and also mechanical engineering technician, I never ever was allowed to work in the United States in my fields because I have, like I said, 2 professions. But instead I was compelled into the lowest paid professions, jobs, such as security officer, and I have ended up even as a truck driver. Was not allowed to attend educational institutions or continue with education because they would mess up my work schedules. I would work mostly nights, and then they would compel me to work days. They would compel me in shifts where and when my work schedule would change every second day, stuff like this, and that included even midnights and stuff. Beyond barbaric, beyond anything totally unhumane. I don't know how I would say to that. In 1998, I was abducted. Overseas abduction took place that lasted for 3.5 months. Was thrown on a wheelchair, subdued with the drugs night and day. 3.5 months, tortured, beaten up, threatened even with lobotomy if I would not change. Assassination attempts have taken place. Was hit with a car on a semaphore light, on a solid green semaphore light. Car came from other direction and have barely missed certain death. In 2000, the case mysteriously disappeared from the court. Sometimes in 2005, they have insisted on my proceeding with a truck toward nearest shop where very serious electrical issues could be fixed. Even that it was more than just deadly, and I'm talking about semi-trailer truck. Location was close to Flagstaff, where I have proceeded from Phoenix shop in Arizona. for those of you who do not know, the road over there is mountains are very curvy roads, and it was such issue that basically the engine would die due to lack of electricity. I don't know right now how to give you exact technical details about this in English. And steering wheel itself would lock, and I would definitely end up somewhere down in precipice, dead for sure. And thanks to God, somehow, to the miracle, because I'm here because of the miracles, the turbine from engine turbine blew up and truck stopped. And it was interesting because I called them up and I told them during the ride, during the itself, it was from the rider shop. Our company have had contract with the rider, and these people from rider would insist on my continuing to drive towards workshop and located in Flagstaff. And so when the guy came, he couldn't believe what he have seen, and he alone have suggested that these people want to see me dead. They wanted to kill me, basically, to get me killed. Sweden, went to exercise for an exercise in the evening and did pull-ups on a golf on a goal from the soccer goal, extremely huge soccer goal, and was not statically attached to the ground and have collapsed with my body weight on the top of my head. I have crushed my skull. That was in Karlstad, Sweden, in 2010. I walked alone to the nearest hospital that was about 2 to 3 kilometers far distanced, 1.6 mile or 2 miles away, and was told by Swedish staff that they're not gonna examine me because I didn't have a health insurance, and my skull was cracked. It took about 3 years for the skull to heal, and they would simply decline to examine me, to see and assist me about what was going on. And you should see my head. My head was, it was just so much blood have accumulated that it did not even look like a head under the skin. And then within 3 days later, it's on my YouTube channel, because I have recorded everything that was taking place against me. I was attacked all of a sudden by 3 Muslims in the Karlstad in Sweden. They would attack me with the belts, and they would attack my head with the belts. They would hit my head with the belts, with the end where the metal parts are, and they would hit me so many times in my head that I would have cuts, wounds all over my skull. And the police was called. People called the police upon this vicious attack. And when the police came, the Swedish police came to assist me. They have had Muslims with them again as a police officers and as a first aid givers. The help that I have declined. And when I have given to them 100% correct information about the vehicle, which was a BMW, if you want to know the tag number, all that data, you should just visit my YouTube channel. The Swedish police declined to assist me. I went to the police station afterwards, filed the case about what was going on. The case number was given, the report was given to me. However, the Swedish police did not assist me or find out the perpetrators or do anything to help me out. I do deem that it was assassination attempt conducted by the Swedish government alone on behalf of America. The same night when I was attacked in Karlstad, Sweden, I would just have out of nowhere, literally black people walking right next to me. Right, they would just pass me by, and they would mention that I would like to have a lot of money in English and stuff like this. I mean, crazy, crazy, crazy shit. I was thrown out of United States of America in 2009, 2008, 2009. I was pretty much told that if I'm not gonna leave United States of America, that they will kill me, they will assassinate me. I received so many death threats from the US government, from the CIA, if not leaving United States of America, that I have anticipated how the abuse is going to take place again, and have audio recorded them and placed them on the internet live for people to see. But what US government would do is they would simply go and they would delete the audio recording. The video already had 23,000 views in 2012 within just 7 months. I had 700 subscribers on YouTube, and they would delete the channel and video and everything, so people would know nothing about it. 30,000 job applications were declined to me between year 2006 and 2011. 25,000 of those applications was declined to me alone in United States of America. Political asylums against United States of America and Slovenia were also denied the right to file the political asylums against these two countries were denied in 4 or 5 countries: Canada, Norway, Germany, Belgium, Sweden. And like I said, no right to employment, no right to unemployment compensation. I have spent about $45,000 out of my own pocket, the life savings, to survive, to spend for lodging, for the food. The lodging in United States of America and Canada and Norway and Austria and so on, I didn't have the right to one. In United States of America, they would require me to pay them deposits for whenever I would want to rent the place. And basically what they would do is they would just steal all the money. They would steal deposits and give me nothing. They would want me to pay them for applications, for the rental applications and stuff like that. They would steal the money again, the landlords, and place that in their pockets, and I would still be on the street. I have slept about 2 months in the car before I left the United States of America in 2009. It was in Seattle, where I have moved from Bellingham. I was almost killed in the car at night. I started the car, I took off, and similarly I saved myself life when applying for political asylum in Canada, where Canadian government would also not grant me lodging after I have applied for political asylum. Too much stuff to talk about. Too many killings, attempted killings, assassinations have taken place that I did not even mention because I don't have the time. But if you read my blogs, if you have watched my videos, you were able to see really what was going on. In Slovenia in 2012, in 2013, I think, and then again in 2014 or whatever, 2015, I was placed into a mental hospital for 1 year and a half. So I don't know what the CIA, US government are saying, that they are not good friends with communists, with Eastern European communists, when they really are good communists. They're talking about Mr. Trump, how he is this and that, how he supports Putin and so on. I don't know actually anybody who supports more Eastern European communist come than CIA, US government, present US CIA government. I know they want you to see things a little bit different, but that's just not the case. When I filed for help here in Slovenia, when I called American ambassador to help me out, these people would not even want to know anything about me, because they were the initiators of this crime against me. I was twice almost killed alone when hospitalized. I was tortured so severely that I could not sleep on my side. I was so with drugs. I was so they would poison me with those drugs so much that my body was paralyzed, that I could barely walk. I had saliva running out of my mouth night and day, and they have used medication known as Leponex, psychotropic medication, and twice I was on the brink that I almost died, and they were forced to lower the level of the medication. It's not really medication, it's a poison. And so on and so on and so on. So, you know, when they're trying to, when you're really not convenient for them, these people are very dangerous. The stuff they do, the stuff they can do is just, it's quite horrific. Okay, and for the end, I'm going to use this communist here, and I'm going to go to a Google search engine. You know, that's where I got 109,000 hits. And I'm going to put his name here in the Google, in the Western search engine, and you're going to see how West is promoting communists, because this is a hardcore communist. 400,000 results and stuff like that. So yeah, this is pretty much for this video. This is where you get what reality is. You get to see exactly what is going on and not what they want you to see, like pretty much is the case with many other channels. Please do subscribe and please do rate video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day.